Ouch, I just hit myself in the face with a swing. Hey everyone, I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Oh my god, the new update is here and I am so excited. So much has been added into this game. Let's just start with the video because I need to go over a lot. So let's first start with the new building tools, and there's now a glass roof. So let's build some square walls so I can definitely show you how it works. And oh my god, I love this, you guys. So much has been added, not only what has been leaked, but so much more, and you will definitely be as excited as I am for this update because man, they have worked hard for this one. Now let's start with the first items that have been added into this game, and that is the glass roofs, and they are so beautiful. So now I put on a glass roof. This is the flat roof. You can use this to make pools or whatever, or just glass roofs as they are meant to be, for example. This is the pyramid one. This really reminds me of like an outhouse or something. It's really cute. You could make a plant house in this one or whatever you like to do. Then there's another one, the mansard one. And this one is just a mansard roof, but the top of the mansard roof turns into glass, and I really like that one as well. Could be very useful for basements, for example. It's very, very cool to see. Now we also have new playground items, and we have a sandbox. I'll get into that in a second. We also have a rock wall now, so you could just place that against the wall and you have your own rock wall. Could be also nice in basements. Could be nicer decorations as well. But apart from just a rock wall, we also have a climbing wall now. And this one is really awesome. You can stack them. Oh wait, I didn't do it right this time. So you could stack them if it worked. Wait, maybe I must not place it against the wall. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So let me just stack these. Let me turn the direction of them. Okay, and then up and up. And there we go. We have our climbing wall. It is really tall. And oh my god, I love this so much. Then we have trampolines. We have a normal trampoline like this. And then we also have an enclosed trampoline for safety, if you really want safety in your house. Then the next thing they added into the game is swings, and they are so cool to see. Like we have the wooden swing right here, $7,000. Then we have the metal swing. And let me just place it right next to it. This reminds me of The Sims 2 so bad. If you used to play it, you will know what I mean. You could build swings. You could have a single swing. You could have a double one. You could have a triple one. It was just really nice to have. Now, this one, you guys, this will be my new favorite car. I'm definitely gonna be using it every single time I play BLOXBURG. So let me already paint it pink like I did on the tweet I shared. And let's not use the new materials for a second, because there are also new materials. Yes, they didn't skip anything here, you guys. They also have a wooden playset. This one cost 340 block bucks though, but it's a really nice one to have. It has everything you want. So it has a slide. It also has a climbing wall, and then it also has the swings. So if you want an all-in-one device, this is definitely the one to get. Then if you go to decorate, you have a sand bucket. You could just place that inside your sandbox, because the sandbox itself is quite useless without the items. So you could just place that inside the sandbox. Then you could place a sandcastle in the middle, for example. And let's exit build mode and let's check out these new items. So the swings, you could sit on them. Oh no, it's quite dark outside. You could just sit on them if it works, yes. And then it will swing by itself and it go higher and higher until you're at the highest point. And then you're just swinging around. You can be any age to swing, so that is nice to see as well. Then for the trampolines, ouch, I just hit myself in the face with a swing. Very nice. For the trampolines, you can just enter and start jumping by yourself. You won't jump if you stand still. If you walk around, you won't jump either. So you manually have to jump on it, but you jump a little bit higher than you would on the ground, as you can see. There we go. And then the climbing wall, you could just climb up and climb down as you wish. Could be a nice thing, like if you have a flying house or whatever, it could be nice to like have that to reach it or something. Then the sandcastle, you can kick the castle like you could on the beach. You can rebuild it. You look like a seal when you rebuild it. That's just me. And then also right here, the playground set, the BLOXBURG one, you can sit on both swings as well. You could go up here via the climbing wall, and then you could slide down like this. So it's a nice addition to have as well. Now let's go back into build mode, because there's some more items that I need to show you. And the first one I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna use paint on these walls. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place singular walls. Okay, I think that's enough. Now they did add a lot of new materials, so let's go over every single one of them. I think this is a new material, the irregular stones ones. We used to have these were a little bit bigger. Now we have smaller ones as well. Let me paint them in a brighter color so you can see them. Then the next new material, I need to go over everything myself. So this we used to have, I think, but they reworked it, or it's a new one. I'm not quite sure about that. You play BLOXBURG so many times, but you just look over some of the materials on a daily basis. So if I add a material that was already in the game, I am so very sorry. Then we have this symmetrical bricks wall. Let me paint that red. No, this is like too dark. Okay, we have this. Let me place some lights behind the wall so you could see it better. Do you think that's enough? I guess it is. Okay. Now, the next material we have, let's scroll down a little bit. Oh yeah, before I continue, they also reworked some of the materials. So the birds now look like this. Then another new reworked material is this one, the puzzle one. So it's more symmetrical and it's nicer. And then the dots, oh, let me keep that, please. The dots we used to have, they looked really weird. Now they're closer to each other, which is very nice. For example, you could use that on beds and such now. Before that, it was kind of useless because it didn't look really pretty. Then we have this, uneven stains. Could be used for Halloween. If I paint it red, what happens? Okay, yeah, could maybe used for Halloween to like mimic blood, would be nice to see. We have these jungle leaves, which I love. You can paint the back side of it in any color you like. So let me go for the blue color. Then I don't know if this material has been reworked or not. I think it looks a little bit different. Could be wrong there. Then the elephant wallpaper has been reworked as well. Looks a lot nicer now, and I can now use it when I want to. Then this triangle material has been reworked. It looks a little bit cleaner now. I still don't really like it, but if you do, that's perfectly fine. And then this material, the swirls have been reworked. Then there's these acoustical ceiling tiles, which are also nice. We have a plaster wall now, so it kind of looks like how do I say it, like rusted concrete almost. It's a little bit nicer. It's more textured than the concrete one. And then we also have this bark material, which I love so much. If you want to build a tree house, I think now is the time to do so. You can literally paint this in like a hurricane color and it looks like a tree, and I love it so much. So these are all the new materials. There's a lot of them. Some of them are reworked. They were already in the game, but they look a little bit better now. Another thing I have to mention is if you place a wall, and you know how you used to have that issue where if you place some windows, like for example this window, and you painted around it, it kind of looked a little bit ugly. It created like this square around it. Well, not anymore, you guys. You can get a material added. It will nicely sit flush against the window, so you won't have that square anymore around the window where your material is. You could just paint around it and it will look beautiful, which is also very, very cool to see in the game, of course. And I forgot to mention, you can actually paint the glass roofs to have a different kind of look, so it's really nice to be able to have that as well. Now I actually want to show you what the Mandarin roof looks like from the inside, so let's go inside and let's see what it looks like. So this is it. It creates kind of like a skylight. Let me add a light inside because you can barely see it. Like, I know what it looks like, so it's obvious for me, but yeah, not for everyone, I guess. So let me just place my mailbox over here, and I'm gonna be adding a ceiling light in here in the corner, of course. Let's go inside one more time, and as you can see, it creates that kind of skylight-ish thing going on, which I kind of like. I think this is my favorite new type of glass roof, definitely because I want to make a greenhouse with it. Now, I think these were all the new items added into the game and new things that you can do with the materials, of course. But I really like this update. They put a lot of work into it, and I'm very happy that there's many things we didn't know about, like the glass roofs or the new materials were leaked, but not all of them. And also the fact that you can now paint around curved windows and such. I really love. Now let me go into my golf cart and let's actually go for a little ride, and let's see how it works. This is definitely my new favorite vehicle. I love it so much, you guys. So I'm gonna drive off in my new car and just enjoy this update, and I hope you do too. And I forgot to mention one thing. if ever you get banned or you have a complaint, there is now this question mark when you join BLOXBURG. And you can click new message right here. Please select a message type and you can choose from all the things down below here. So for example, you got scammed and you want to say something about that, like I got scammed, refund. And then you can, I'm gonna say next to it, don't reply, this is a test. And then you submit it. And as you can see, you have your case here. You can get replies from Coeptus, and if it's solved, you click solved. So I'm gonna click solved now, and my case will be solved right there. So that was it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, and please subscribe.